Hello, Internet! For the biggest media franchise in the world, Pokémon had pretty humble beginnings. The game and its many versions were some of the last games to come out on the Game Boy, which didn't have many RPGs. However, it was extremely successful, spawning a ton of merchandise and becoming the 9th best-selling video game of all time. It was pretty different from most RPGs at the time, with an emphasis on collecting cute monsters and multiplayer via the Game Boy Link cable. So let's see what all the craze was about. You take control of a 10-year-old boy officially known as Red, and alongside your rival Blue, your goal is to fill up your Pokédex by catching all 150 Pokémon. The Pokémon all have unique designs, and there's a certain feeling of accomplishment that comes with catching them all. It's not all about just catching them, they're also used for the game's combat. Each Pokémon has an elemental typing that determines their strengths and weaknesses, as well as 4 moves they can learn at one time. Most can be learned through leveling up, but others are earned through TMs and HMs. You need HMs for things like going in the water and lighting up caves, and it can be a little annoying to find and use them. Some also say the combat is boring and repetitive, but it can be fun when you mess around with using different Pokémon. Sure, psychic types are broken, but I digress. Speaking of which, you can find Mewtwo hidden in a cave near Cerulean City. There's only one, so most players use the similarly one-of-a-kind Master Ball to catch it. Another similar Pokémon named Mew was programmed into the game, but it can't be found normally and you need to use a glitch to catch it. Probably the hardest thing to deal with is traveling around the Kanto region. Red isn't necessarily fast. You can get a bike, but it's pretty expensive. A cheaper option is available with moves like Fly and Surf, which are kinda necessary to beat the game anyways, so you'll be able to— Oh. Okay. Did I mention this game is broken? This is MissingNo, a Pokémon that isn't even supposed to exist in the game. Everyone's seen this big block of static, it's one of the most iconic video game glitches. What you might not know is the effects of catching it. Duplicated items, corrupted sprites. It's a powerful Pokémon, but is it worth the risk? Despite the tagline, a lot of people go through the game just to get all the gym badges with a team of 6, not collecting any more Pokémon. This is fine, but I feel like it kind of misses the point of the game in a way. Each version of the game has exclusive Pokémon, so you can't get them all on your own. Maybe you get one version while your friend gets the other, and you trade back and forth the Pokémon you can't get in your own versions of the game. This combination of ideas made it a pretty revolutionary RPG when it was released, which is just one of the reasons it sold the best out of every other game in the series. Despite the glitches, this is still definitely worth playing and very sought after.